Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm going to do some pick a card readings today, and I'm going to look at what your purpose is. Now this has been coming up quite a bit in the collective recently, in particular in private readings I've been doing, so I've been guided to do this reading for you all. It may give you some more clarity, hopefully. If you'd like a private reading, the link to my shop is in the description box below. So as you can see, we've got 3 cards here already, and then obviously we'll go into more detail in the readings. So these may help you decide. I'll just show you the cards. So reading 1 will be Hunter. It says track down your fears and desires. Reading 2, we've got Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. For reading 3, we've got She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. So go with the one you're drawn to the most, I would say, but you can always watch more than one if you wish. I'll put the timestamps below in the description box and the pinned comment, and I'll see you for your reading. Welcome to reading 1. So obviously you picked the Hunter. And the message was track down your fears and desires. So you're being guided to be this fearful hunter here that we see in the image. Some of you may feel some fear, and you're being guided here to look it in the eye and not let that hold you back. Because fear is an illusion, as a lot of you will know, and it's all in the mind, you know. So if you're fearful of, say, changing jobs, making a change, doing something you want to do, then you're just holding yourself back. I'm getting the message here that you're being guided to go within as well, in terms of how you feel. Do you feel you have meaning in your life? What are your desires as well? It's a very strong image here. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, but it could be, you know, your inner masculine energy here that needs to shine through and help you take action. In the area you want to move into. This is what I'm getting with this reading. I mean, this won't resonate for all of you, this is general. But if it does resonate, this will be your message. I'm just feeling some of you have 2 different paths, maybe even more, that you could take. And it's up to you which way you go. I'm getting also some of you have really had some highs and lows. I'm seeing like a graph going up and down. Highs and lows in your work place, in your life. And now could be the time to make some changes, I'm feeling. Now I'm going to pull also some spirit animal cards for this reading. So any other messages? And we'll pull some tarot as well. Wow, you've got Crow. It says co-create with spirit. So this is about manifesting what you desire. But with co-creation, obviously, you have to do your part as well. So you can say to the universe, you know, this is what I desire. You know, I want finances, abundance. Better to say I am abundant, by the way, rather than I want, because then you're already in that energy. So law of attraction is coming through. But if you put that energy out there, spirit will bring it back to you. You may even see crows. Maybe you're seeing them at the moment. Number 17 is the number of the star, which is about having hope. I'm going to take another spirit animal card as well. So these could be spirit animals that guide you or give you signs. You might hear a lot of crows. That's been happening to me recently, actually. Hearing a lot of crows cawing, seeing a lot of crows. And crows are very spiritual as well, so they could be giving you signs. Yeah, okay, Spirit's guided me to stop because to share with you something. When I'm guided to do this, it's because it may resonate with some of you as well. So my own experience. It's about, I don't know, a week or so ago, and I said, if I hear a crow, so I specified a crow, not a bird, then I will do this reading that I was thinking about doing, not this one, but another one. And then it happened, I heard a crow, so I was like, right, I have to go and do this reading. That was my calling. So, you know, you can do things like that to try and sort of manifest signs. Okay, we're going to take those two. Okay, interesting. You've got wombat, be at home. So some of you might be thinking about working from home. And again, you're worried about doing this, I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm getting some bit of anxiety for some of you. But you'd feel more, the message I'm getting from Spirit directly is you'd feel more aligned and balanced if you did that. Some of you have anxiety, the anxiety I'm feeling, and fear, funnily enough, is coming through now. I feel for some of you is around your current workplace, if you're working somewhere. You don't like going in, maybe being around people, it makes you feel anxious, social anxiety. Now, if you're a light worker, or however you want to label yourself, then you're an old soul, then that's very common. You'll feel restricted in the matrix, like you don't fit in, too many energies around you, making you feel anxious and misaligned. Again, this is interesting because this is something that came up for me recently in my reflections, that helped me realise why years ago I really struggled to stay in certain workplaces. I'd often feel anxious about going in, I couldn't sleep because I was anxious about, and then I was tired, you know, but I was anxious about getting up and travelling. That was my soul telling me something. So again, that's come through for a reason for some of you, whenever that happens, when I share something like that. But you got the rabbit, and it says now is a lucky time. So now could be the time to go for it. See, again with the little baby rabbits, I'm getting home here coming through. Working from home, maybe you have children or a baby, so it would be easier for you to work from home. With the leaf, I'm just getting this new beginning, turning over a new leaf coming through. Yeah, a rebirth, a change. I feel that some of you watching this desire, and you're being guided to be like this warrior that we see in this image, and to go after your desires. So I'm going to pull some tarot as well for extra messages for this group. Now, I have to say, I think I forgot to say, with the crow, co-create with spirit, it could be for some of you that you're thinking about doing some sort of spiritual work here, whatever that may be. Won't be the case for all of you, but it's interesting we've got 2 3s as well, which I'm seeing as you aligning with spirit, and also mind, body, spirit as well. Also, you've got the High Priestess, which is a very spiritual energy. So you're being guided to carefully look at what you want before you act. Listen to your intuition. So as I felt, it could be that some of you do spiritual work, or you're thinking about starting something different, where you use your intuition to help others. Maybe you're a tarot reader. But then you've got the Nine of Air, so anxiety. This is the anxiety I was feeling. Wow, it's interesting. Sleepless nights, it says on this card. And that's what I said before about my own past situation. Now, if that's happening to you, like, you know, in your current workplace, for example, it could be a sign. Your soul is trying to nudge you awake, let's say. And what's the saying? That you are very awake, because we've got this unicorn here that's awake, and all of these are sleeping around them. So it could be, again, in your workplace, you don't feel you fit in, but you're worried, you're thinking the worst. Wow. But I mean, these two cards are giving you hopefully some courage and hope. It says abundance on this one. Things look very good. Make long-term plans, think it through. You are being guided by your guardian angel. This is all about being a team player, being creative, and being recognised as well for the work that you do. So you will be recognised. And the butterfly there showing a big change. So, you know, with this one and the rabbit, you're being shown here that you could be abundant, could be lucky if you go for it, if you come out of this anxious energy that I felt before. 33 there as well, master number. So I'm just feeling like some of you, as I said, are light workers. You're here for a reason, to share your light. It doesn't even need to be spiritual work necessarily, like, you know, readings, but you're here, I feel, maybe as a healer, to share your knowledge in some area with others. Maybe work from home, so if it's doing readings, you could do that from home, or could be making things for some of you. Some of you could be writers, I'm hearing as well. So again, with a home, you know, you might be just thinking of taking, I don't know, 6 months off. That's what's just coming through here. To focus on this book you're writing, potentially. My guides are saying some of you have written a book. Notice the book she's holding there. You're ready to get it out there. And with it being below now's a lucky time, this could be the time to go for it. I'm getting here. And manifest with spirit. If you're feeling drawn to do something, you're being guided to do that. And to just look within at this anxiety that's coming through for some of you. About, you know, what if it all goes wrong? So anxiety is obviously flying into the future. Now there's a difference between manifesting and being anxious. So we're getting quite deep in this reading, actually. Because with this card next to it, I'm seeing this is about manifesting, seeing, you know, making your plans and seeing it come into fruition. But that's being positive, and not getting caught up in how you do it, what the end result is. You just see it and let it go. And also how you're going to get there. Whereas this energy is, let's say, creative, but it gets distorted. See, with the woods there, like you get lost in the woods with all these thoughts. Wow, but what if I get lost? What if I can't find my way through the woods? What if I stay stuck here? And that's then what you manifest. So you want to try and sort of manage the anxiety and turn it into manifestation, if you can. Because there's nothing wrong with a bit of anxiety, but if it overpowers, then you will feel that you're stuck, basically. So I really hope this has brought some clarity and insight to those of you watching this reading. Let us know, if you wish, if this resonates in any way. Some of these animals could be your spirit animals, by the way, that have come through as well for this reading. So thank you so much for watching. Sending peace, love and light to you all. Welcome to reading 2. So obviously you picked Sky Father, Trust in the Unknown. Just had a look in the book. I thought I'd share a little bit of what it says here. It's quite interesting. It says, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You're a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. So when this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you but within you. So yeah, some of you, maybe you're a bit anxious about your path ahead. We've also got the eagle in this card, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective, being strong. Know that you're being guided. You might see eagles as a sign. I feel there could be something that happens for some of you that's a massive sign. Could even be a tower moment where things are shaken up in your world. So maybe a situation that doesn't serve you, that guides you in a new direction, and you're meant to do something new from it. Maybe even share your experience, help others. That's coming through. Okay, so I'm going to pull some spirit animal cards as well for this reading. So obviously we've had the eagle. Now birds are a sign of freedom as well, so you might be seeing birds, and it's also freedom. It's about like freeing yourself, you know, if you do feel stuck in your head, for example. Wow, okay, we'll look at this one first. Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. So there's something mysterious here. Wow, and this one says life is a mystery. Bobcat, I just thought I'd point that out. So mysteries come out twice, and the unknown. So something mysterious here that you don't see. Maybe also there's a mysterious side rather to you. You know, you could be quite intuitive, an old soul. You might also sometimes ask that, you know, to the universe, you know, or to people. You might say life seems mysterious, like not quite what it seems. You could be a deep diver with a whale. That's what I'm getting for this reading. You question a lot. Things that happen in the world, in your life. You do a lot of self-reflection. And whether you do spiritual work or not, doesn't matter, but I just feel you're quite mysterious. And there's something big you're supposed to do. And you've obviously got this greater power there guiding you in that direction as well. Now you've got the chameleon. What I'm seeing here is about you maybe having different roles in your life. Maybe there are different things you're good at, different skills you have. Now obviously this could be about making a big change in your life. It says act as if. So if you're manifesting a change, you're being guided to act as if, sort of visualise it. Don't be too stuck in it though, in the thinking, but visualise it, act as if you have that life that you desire. You know, for example, an abundant life. Start your day saying that, you know, I'm abundant, I have an abundant, peaceful timeline. Okay, so I'm hearing timeline now. It's interesting because the eagle's flying high up to another timeline. And also this chameleon looks like it's up high on a branch. And that is possible as well, to shift your timeline. So for example, you know, you could be down here in the sea, or you could be up there seeing things from a higher perspective. Or do you want to be in the middle, you know, where you're quite grounded, for example. So what I'm getting with that is some of you watching this could be a bit in a poverty mindset, maybe going a bit too deep, for example. Nothing wrong with going deep, obviously, but worrying a little bit. Whereas if you come out of that, like I said, being in that growth mindset of abundance, acting like you have it now, that's what you'll start to attract. But you've got to keep at it, and you've got to mean it as well. So that came through for a reason, I feel there. And these could be some of your spirit animals here. I'm going to pull some tarot messages as well. See what else Spirit wants to say to you. Okay, they wanted to come out for you as well. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of manifestation here in the cards right away. With the Eight of Wands, you're being guided to take action. And then many things may happen at once. So it's interesting, the colours in this sort of reminded me of the colours in this card. So like here's you planting your seeds. They're falling to the ground. And then they're going to bloom. And here they are here, blooming. So you plant the seeds and then you manifest and everything happens at once. It's always the way, isn't it? Like two buses coming along at once. Yeah, you might have had some delays as well. You might need to save a little bit to do this. So if this is you starting out on your own, for example, but I think you're going to make wise decisions. Because I'm seeing this like you, again, like planting your seeds and they grow. That's how I'm seeing that. You're being guided not to be too careful with money as well. Give to those that need it as well. Remember what you've been through. Because I'm getting that for some of you. You're maybe thinking about even starting a charity here, or giving to those less fortunate. And you've been through quite a lot yourself. To have had this deep diving, you know, you've really reflected on your past. And maybe for you, your purpose is looking at the meaning of that. This life is a mystery. What's the meaning of your life? You know, and is it something linked to what you've been through? I'm getting emotions here. So I feel this will resonate for some of you. You're a very confident, warm energy. It's interesting, it says stretch your wings and fly like the eagle there. Very strong energy here. Now, this is also about being independent, as is the Empress here, giving birth to your dreams. It's coming through. Nurturing yourself, but then nurturing others. Yeah, so I'm feeling that. As I said, you could be an empath, and that's why you're here. Maybe what you've been through made you look at yourself and sort of the care you need to give yourself first, and then you can offer that to others. I feel some of you have had some self-worth issues as well, about how special you are. The fact that you can do this. Feel the Empress energy. You're very spiritual, which is what I was feeling at the beginning. Nurturing, caring. People are very drawn to you. You might find a lot of people are drawn to you and they just share their life with you. They just start talking, they won't stop, and you don't even know them. And that's because you're this beautiful, light, nurturing energy. They trust you. They want to be around you. So yeah, you're a light worker, old soul, I'm hearing. You could also be very drawn to animals. So it could be that you're thinking about doing counselling as a profession, or maybe that's something you do. Or, as I said, charity work, something like that's coming through for this reading. Where you've maybe been planning it all, and then it all just starts to fall into place. Because it's something you're passionate about. So whatever this is that you're passionate about, could even be caregiving for some of you, working with animals, children. Again, those different roles are coming out. So for some of you, it could be that you've got a job and you're thinking about doing something else on the side, like, starting up this charity, for example, or doing voluntary work. Something like that, I feel, is the main message coming through for this reading. And for some of you, it's a mystery at the moment with those words coming out, but there could be something in this reading that really hits you. Let us know in the comments if you wish, if that happens. And it just gives you this spark of inspiration, like we're seeing here, and you make a change. So hopefully, if that's the case. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me. I really hope this reading has helped and brought you clarity. Sending peace, love and light to you all. Welcome to reading 3. So you picked She-Wolf, Unleash the Wild Within. Now the message for this one, I'll just read it from the book. It says, let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. So you're being guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in. And don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. That's interesting. So yeah, maybe some of you do feel you've been blocked in some ways, like by these hunters, as it said in the book. People trying to get in your way. Maybe in the workplace, maybe in life. But it's like you're trying to burst free, like we're seeing here. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, by the way, but you could really resonate with the wolf spirit. Could be your spirit animal. And it is about letting out the wild within you. So if you felt stuck in, say, a 9-to-5 job, you just want to do something new, or you want to do something on your own, something creative, even as a side hustle, you're being guided to do it here. The wolf. Now you might receive signs in your dreams as well with the moon there. I'm going to pull some spirit animal cards as well for this reading. Okay, so yeah, quite positive messages here. The first one that's standing out is the panther, reclaim your power, which is kind of like the message with the wolf, isn't it? When maybe you felt stuck, weak, trapped, not realising you're very powerful. And with the eyes, I'm feeling like you've got your eyes set on something, your sight set on something, rather. You're quite mystical as well as a soul, quite an old soul. You've been through a lot to get to where you are. And some of you, with both of these, I'm just getting this energy of wanting to break free from your current situation. Now the spider's telling you to make your dreams real. The spider helps you to manifest. You might see spiders suddenly over a certain period of time, and they're giving you that power to manifest and sort of like to weave your dreams into reality. Again, dreams are coming out now as I say that. Signs you get in your dreams. You might see spiders in your dreams. Now, if you see a real spider, even if it crawls over you, that can be a sign that you are manifesting. That happened to me a while back. I've just been guided to share this. I'm on my sofa and suddenly a spider ran across my arm. Freaked me out because I thought, where did that come from? And that day I was planning to bid on something online, and it was obviously giving me good luck, that spider, that is, because I won on the auction. So it could be a sign like that for some of you, a lucky sign. Don't see it as a negative thing if you see spiders, I would say. Maybe some of you are scared of spiders. They're tiny. Just kidding. But yeah, they could be a sign. And you've got a cow as well, again, a very powerful animal. Now here again, I'm seeing manifestation with a feather. Could be a sign that you see, and there are feathers here on the headdress. I'm really getting signs, actually, that some of you may start to see with the eyes I was being drawn to there, which show you how you could be abundant. It says here the miracles are endless. So if you go for it, unleash that wild in your desires, in your dreams, for example, this could be you. Not a cow, obviously. Sorry, I'm just being really goofy in this reading. Not sure why, maybe some of you are, but my energy's sort of shifted a bit. Now, again, that could be linked here to the wolf. Like, maybe some of you feel, yeah, that came through for a reason. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you feel you're not allowed to be yourself, your true self. The wild within. Because you know how in certain places, I know this has happened for me in the past in workplaces, you try and be yourself, like you try and have a joke and a laugh like I have been, and people like turn and look at you like you're crazy, and so you think, right, okay, I'd better just get my head down, put my head down and get on with my work. But then within, you don't feel comfortable. You don't feel you fit in that environment. That's coming through here. Now, it could be either in your work, people you live with, friends, whatever this pertains to, but I'm getting workplace because we're looking at your purpose here. So your purpose is to let that side of you out as well. Yeah, so I'm suddenly getting this relief as I say that. Wow. Now my throat chakra's blocking, so yeah, maybe you feel you're not heard. You can't speak out in the way that you'd like to. And that's, I feel for some of you, that's what your purpose is. It's to let that side of you out that then helps others do the same. Okay, because I feel very fortunate that I can, you know, do things in the way that I want, and if people don't like it, that's fine. Some do like it and they'll stay, you know, but I'm being my true self. I let out that goofy side sometimes and I'm like, that's me. So that's what I'm hearing, like some of you are saying, that's what's coming through as me here. In case you're wondering, that's sometimes how it happens with channeling. Now this card is number 56, which breaks down to 11. So some of you could be very intuitive, have psychic gifts, I feel, have quite a mysterious side to you, with the panther there as well. But I'm just getting this strength coming through from a lot of you here. If you let that side of you out, then the miracles are endless, as we had before. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot messages as well. Now, I just had to pause the camera a moment there because I just got this overwhelming sense of anxiety come over me. I had to sort of take a deep breath. So I feel that either that's an energy you're in at the moment, or it's an energy you might be in the future, because you've got a lot of air come out here actually, which is all about thoughts, ideas, anxiety. So you might get a really good new idea and inspiration with the Ace of Air. You might also see things for what they are around you, maybe in the workplace, I feel here. And with the Six of Swords, that situation is going to end potentially if you move on. There is a bit of a challenge here coming through, which is what I was picking up on in my energy. As I said, whether it's current or in the future. And see, there's very powerful energy spreading its wings. So that's you, I feel. And things will look up if you do this. Yeah, so even with these two cards, the moon, the star. The moon can show the fears that are holding you back. You're being guided to release those. It's interesting, we've had the moon twice. And this is all about maybe receiving psychic insights as well, which I did feel with 11 there, maybe in your dreams again with the moon. And the star's about having hope, happy times ahead. You're on the right path. So make long-term plans. It's interesting, obviously the star's about healing as well. See, she's pouring out the water there, releasing. That's what I'm feeling some of you need to do here. With that anxiety I felt and the throat chakra block. Could be that you just need to speak your truth, which has come out here, the Ace of Air, in a situation, you know, and just move on. Just say, you know, if it's your workplace, for example, just be honest. If they ask you why you don't want to be there, Maybe there's something, I do feel this, I feel for some of you, there's something you feel you want to say, and you're being guided to do it with reclaim your power. So it's about standing your ground, I feel, for some of you. And this could really help you with your healing, or just doing things differently in the future. You know, even if you don't do this different thing now. But I'm just seeing you moving out of that challenging energy. If you reclaim your power, go after your dreams, make long-term plans, you've got the star there, which is like wish upon a star, you know, these dreams really coming out in those cards there. Some of you might be thinking about going it alone as well, because obviously here you're moving on from other energies that you no longer resonate with. You're alone in that boat, but you feel okay about that. Now it could be that you're thinking about going away to make this decision, or maybe moving to start a new job, and again there's fear coming through in my energy. So you're fearful about making a change, I keep hearing, but you are going to receive, I think I said it before, or you may, depends if this resonates for you, this reading. You can always get a private reading if you want more clarity. But I did feel you'd receive signs in your dreams, with the moon as well, or just out in your everyday life, when you're out and about. That is, you might see some of these animals as signs as well. Yeah, nature's really coming out actually in a lot of these cards, trees and the woods. So yeah, you might be thinking about, you might love the woods, but you might be thinking about going for a trip to the country. It could be there that you get this insight and inspiration, a new idea potentially here that you then want to share with the world, and you just feel it's time for you to move on from a situation you're in and start this new beginning. And if you're wondering if it's the right thing to do, it says it on the right path. But as I said, I feel you're going to receive a sign that shows you that as well. It could be that you look up the meaning of the sign, you know, if it's an animal, for example, or something in your dream, an item, and it says you're on the right path. You might have dreams where you're travelling as well, the boat here, which can show forward movement. Sometimes I have a lot of dreams where I'm travelling on trains and stuff. So that could be the case for some of you as well, I feel. Okay, so I really hope this has brought you some clarity and insight. Let us know in the comments if anything came through that resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching. Sending peace, love and light to you all.